So in this video, what I'm going to do is to introduce this, what is called LaTex editor to users who might use math a lot and have to write out text, math-based text, and teach math to their students. So let's say we want to write text along with math, and the natural option for those who know Windows very well will go to Word, right? So Word does have an option here in its menu, right? We can go to Insert, right? And then we can go to Equation, etc. We can type in mathematical equations, notations, as we want, right? It has most of the options, but the challenge would be it does not provide very precise and elaborate rendition, delivery of mathematical equations, and especially for advanced math, right? So what I'm trying to do in this video is to introduce you to this free and open source software that can provide a lot of power and the kind of precision you want in mathematical documents or documents with a lot of mathematical equations. Well, let me tell you that this is not the only open source and free and open source tool out there for writing sophisticated mathematical notations. There are a couple other options, and time permitting, I will kind of briefly mention those, and you can explore alternatives, right? So what is LyX? This is kind of main tool I would recommend, especially for beginners of text or LaTex. So LyX is a document processor, as the website says, right? That encourages an approach to writing based on the structure of the documents. So what you get is what is called what you see is what you mean, which is different from the next one. That is what you see is what you get. Okay, here I'm not going to get into a lot of details about the difference between these two, and you can kind of Google and figure out by yourself. So what you want to do is go to download website, and it's all free, and just click and click, you will get it. But before we use LyX, we have to install what is called a text distribution, because LyX uses text in the background, or LaTex in the background. So it has to have a repertoire of text or LaTex packages that come with it. So LyX is just a front-end editor of LaTex, and we got to have a LaTex text running in the background. So how to get that text distribution? Well, we're going to go to what is called mic text. So here is mic text, and you can just go to the address bar to go to mictext.org, or simply just type mic text in the Google, and you will be led to this page. Again, what you need to do is just click download button here, and just click, and go with default option, and you won't miss it. So after installation of mic text, then we will get back to LyX and just go ahead using it. And I'm going to demo how to use it to you in a minute. After you click this execution file icon on your desktop, or just go to a Windows drop-down menu and activate this software, you will see this window, right? And of course, you can pull down the file menu and click new, and you will create a new document. And here you can just type anything you want, right? As you do in the Word document. So you can enter text here. So type anything you want. But people say, well, what about mathematical notation? Well, of course you can do that. So let's say here below is a let's say math equation. Okay, and you can go to this insert drop-down menu. Here it's probably not in the capture region, but you go to the fourth column of the drop-down menu of the LaTeX file. It's called insert. Now you should be able to see that. So you go to math and you can insert inline formula. So let's begin with inline formula here. Now you can say x plus y equal to z, right? Well, people say, well, sometimes we don't need inline math, that is mathematical equations embedded within each textual lines. But sometimes we want to have separate mathematical equations. How to do that? Of course, we can do that. We go to insert, we go to math, and we could go to either display formula, or we can go to numbered formula. Sometimes you want to track and enumerate mathematical equations. We can do that. So let's try that. All right, and here we can insert array, what is called math arrays. That is equation after equation. So I can show x equal to let's say y equal to x squared, right, plus 1. And know that down below, after we activate the math mode, we have a lot of options here. I'm not going to get into all the details. But here, for example, here we can change different font style. We can insert functions, some hats, above notations, or kind of footers. I don't know how to call this, but something notation below math, integral, etc., etc. Right? And we can continue. So how to continue? We hit Control Enter. Then we can go to the next line. Then you can say, well, equal to, it could be something, it's let's say x plus 1 squared minus 2x. And this is, the second equation here. Well, sometimes here we see that we have equation number for each line here. That's probably not what we want to have, right? Here we want to have a block of mathematical equations, all referring to a single equation. So what we're going to do, we go back to here, and then we right-click our mouse. Then we can say, well, I don't want to number this line. This is just an extension, or another way to express the first line. So we can deactivate it, and that number is going to be taken off. Well, also, instead of exerting mathematical equation, we can also automatically track the kind of structure of a document. So for example, we want to insert a section, probably not here. Let's go after this first equation. Say after the equation, we want to insert a section. Then you can say, well, section 1, and let's say I love LyX. Then we can have another section here. Again, you can go back to here. You can say, well, I want to have another section. See that? We don't have to number that section. It's automatically down. It's automatically down. Okay? We can also insert different things like subsection, paragraph, and subparagraphs. If we don't want to these sections number, we can use options down below. They're all unnumbered. Okay? For example, here. And we're going to see those bold letters. But these are not numbered. And next thing we want to do is, we want to produce a document, right? This is in LyX, and sometimes it can have kind of gibberish notations, kind of seemingly gibberish notation, kind of gibberish to layperson. They don't understand. So sometimes there are LyX LyX syntax. Sometimes there are LaTex syntax. So what we're going to do is we're going to render it into a readable document, right? How to do that? We go to this eyeglasses here, or two eyeballs here, and we click it. What it does is it's going to go through the kind of PDF maker in the background and turn this into a PDF document. And boom, voila, we have a PDF document of LyX. And we can save it anywhere we want, and we can post it. Okay, so this gives you a very brief introduction to a quite popular free and open source LaTeX editor, and LyX, which has a feature which is featured as what you see is what you mean, okay? Type of editor.